Howdy y'all, Jackson here with Ictric Studios, and welcome back to another episode of Just Some Rambling. Just gonna go over some football games, both in college and pro, and then a little bit more on the crazy Antonio Brown situation, though this should probably be the last one until we actually get some uh, results in the civil case. But anyways, let's just get into the games. Uh, First off, I'm gonna talk about my Michigan Wolverines. They were awful. Not a good game. Uh, the offense was flat. Defense did not work for you know for half the game, probably 2.5 quarters or so. It went down 35-0 before they finally got pity scores. Basically, it was just sad. Their offense has probably not been this bad since Rich Rodriguez's first year, and that's saying something considering back then the quarterback that was leading that team was like Stephen Threet and Nick Sheridan, and Shea Patterson should be better than that, but no, this Gaddis led offense has not been good. He probably should just get fired. We need to go back to 3 yards in a or 4 yards in a cloud of dust kind of football. Power run. I miss my run up the middle every play because our anemic offensive last year was better than our anemic offensive this year. So yeah. Anyways, Wisconsin murdered them. Michigan maybe trying to do the Iowa Purdue method to beat Ohio State of just being a middle of the road team, but then somehow beating Ohio State by 20 points. But yeah, other than that, not a good week, not a good game. But now let's go into some crazy games. First one I want to look at was UCLA at Washington State. Now that was just crazy, crazy, crazy. Because Washington State was up 49-17 at one point, and then just fell apart and led basically let Chip Kelly was channeling his inner old Oregon days for I guess like the second half of the third quarter onwards, and they came back to win the game 67-63. It's the highest scoring game I believe all time in regulation. The Washington State quarterback Anthony Gordon threw 9 touchdowns. So all their touchdowns were from passing, which is just crazy. And they lost obviously, which is funny. It's like you'd never think somebody would throw 9 touchdowns and lose unless they were playing arena football. All right, and last game we're gonna look at, which is kind of an interesting thing, would be Central Connecticut State at Eastern Michigan. Eastern Michigan, if you don't remember, uh, upset Illinois last week. Well, I don't really know if it's an upset, but they beat Illinois last week. Uh, then they almost lose this game. They were 18 seconds away, I believe, from losing the game, but they blocked a punt to to win. It was just like when uh, when Michigan lost like that against Michigan State when Blake O'Neill got bobbled the snap and everything went horribly awful. But that was a crazy ending because Eastern Michigan was down the entire game almost. All right, let's just hop over to some pro games now. First game I want to talk about was the Thursday night football game, Jacksonville at Tennessee. Uh, it was just mostly because of seeing Garner Minshew come out and pretty much ball. You pretty much couldn't ask anything better than how he played, and they cruised on to a 20-7 victory. Yeah. Anyways, just Gardner Minshew's such an interesting guy. Cool story. Plus, if you saw the interview when they brought his family on, it looks like his dad could play football, like could be his center. His dad is huge. Anyways, next game I want to look at Patriots versus the Jets. Game obviously went in the way you expected. Patriots cruised to a 30-14 victory. Now the interesting thing is that those 14 points for the Jets did not come on offense. They came on a pick six from when the Patriots put in Danny Etling. No, not Danny. Jared Stidham. That's who their backup quarterback is now. When he came in, and then he threw a pick six, and then he got benched again, I'm pretty sure. And then their other 7 came off of a muffed punt. So the Patriots defense has only given up 6 points over the last 4 games, and that's counting the Super Bowl, but only 3 points this season. So it's kind of funny that their offense and their special teams has given up more points than their defense has. Yeah, anyways, let's go on to the last game I want to look at. Was Tampa Bay versus the Giants. Now that was obviously the Daniel Jones game. It was his first start. They came away with the win. He led I believe, an 18-point comeback. I believe I saw a stat that Eli Manning had never with 0-44 in games where his team was down by 18 points or more. So Daniel Jones is at least proving to be slightly better in comeback situations than Eli ever was. Now it's a little too early to proclaim him as the most amazing person ever, but he's definitely proven to be a lot better than what the belief was on when he was drafted. I think maybe the talent on Duke did drag him down a lot more than people thought. Though technically they shouldn't have won that game because Tampa Bay should have kicked that field goal at the end to win the game. I don't know why Bruce Arians took that delay of game. I don't know why he's saying, "Oh, it's easier to kick from further back." That just seems like a stupid. Well, it makes sense in like college when you're like really close and you're on a hash, but they were in the middle of the field and it's pro. You should be able to make that kick and not have to go back. But anyways, so the Giants came away with a 32-31 victory, and Daniel Jones' career starts off with a win. Now, on the last topic I just want to talk about is some more additional news to the Antonio Brown case. I don't know if I mentioned last time. I don't know if the news had been out last time, but there's a second accuser now. But it's not a rape accusation. It's just sexual, assault stuff. That was released in a Sports Illustrated article, I believe. Yeah, I think I'm not necessarily convinced the rape happened, but I know whatever, shouldn't be really talking about that, but I think probably sexual assault stuff probably happened. He seems like an idiot, but I don't think he's an idiot to the point where he would be a rapist. But yeah, he got released by the Patriots, obviously, when they believe when the threatening text messages to the second person came out. So he's a free agent now. The NFL still hasn't put him on the exempt list, but that's okay now since he's not on any team anyways. The investigation is still going on. The civil pursuits cases are still ongoing. He can't be charged with anything because statute of limitations are up. Also, one thing I want to kind of point out is interesting is that the first accuser hired Deborah Katz as her attorney, which if you want to keep your credibility up, you probably shouldn't hire the person who is the lawyer of probably the most partisan hit job, like blatantly partisan hit job in recent American memory. But, I just thought that was an interesting hire, considering everything going on with that. But, whatever. Anyways, that was just some rambling. Subscribe to the channel if you like football, especially college football, because that's what mostly my content is. Anyways, thank you for watching again. Bye.